Okay, so this is number 33 on the Pyramids and Cones worksheet. So the volume of a cone is 196 pi and the height is 12 inches. What is the diameter? So our volume is 196 pi. We're going to plug that into the formula. Our height is 12 and we don't know that radius. So our first step, order doesn't matter in multiplication, so I'm going to take 1/3 of 12 and just go ahead and call this 4 pi r squared. Okay. Another fancy trick that I'm going to try here is I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides and pi on both sides at the same time. And you can do that. You can divide by two things at once. So that makes all of my pi's cancel out. And then 196 divided by 4 gives us 49 equals r squared. So when I square root that on both sides to figure out what r is, my square and my square root cancel and r equals 7. But that's not what the question was asking for. It was asking for the diameter. So the diameter would be twice the radius, so it would be 14. And that's your answer. Another one that seems a little bit intimidating, but it's really not that bad, is the frustum problem. So here's our formula for a frustum. We need to start with identifying our two bases. Right here I've got two circle bases, and we're going to find the area of each of those first. So area of a circle is pi r squared, so that would be pi times 7 squared for the first one, or in other words 49 pi, and I'm going to leave it like that so that I don't have to deal with all the decimals. The second one is pi times r squared again, right? But this time it's pi times 12 squared. And so I'm going to call that 144 pi, again, just because I am too lazy to write out all those decimals. So here we go. We've got 1/3. You got to find your base 1 and your base 2 area first, and then plug them into the formula, times height. Don't know the height of the frustum, so hang on to that thought for a minute. Base 1 was 49 pi. Base 2 was 144 pi, and then plus the square root of 49 pi times 144 pi. Okay, so the only thing that's missing here is your height. And so the one thing you need to do to find your height is you essentially have a trapezoid right here. It's a trapezoid laying on its side. And I think if I were to turn this trapezoid what we would normally think of as right side up, you would have no problem finding the height. Let's look. If I put the 13 there, the 7 here, the 12 here, ooh, we've worked problems like this before, haven't we? So you would just split it up into a rectangle and a triangle, in which case the difference between 12 and 7, this is going to be 5, is that difference there. And oh, wouldn't you know it, looks like it's going to be a 5, 12, 13 here. So your height is 12. Okay, so plug that into the formula. And then we'll just put all of this in our calculator and see what we get. And our final answer comes out to be 3,480.9 feet cubed.